What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. Got a good one for you today. Today, we're doing the Jack Daniel's 10-year-old batch number 3. Okay, Jack 10, batch number 3. I have had Jack 10 batch 1 at a bar. I don't own one, but I haven't had batch 2 or 3 until now, when I picked up Jack 10 and batch 2 of Jack 12 recently. I do have batch 1 of Jack 12 that I've done a review on the channel in the past, and I just got batch 2 the same time of Jack 12 that I got this one. I think I'm going to probably not open the batch 2 of Jack 12 for a little bit, just because I loved batch 1 so much that I just want to, keep those for a while and be able to enjoy them throughout the years. But this is the first Jack 10 that I have in my collection, so I'm excited to try it today. 10 years old, obviously, coming in at 97 proof here from Jack Daniel's. These bottles, even though they are only 700 milliliters, whatever, they're still awesome. I got this for $99, so I got it at pretty much MSRP. Maturing whiskey for more than 150 years gives us the knowledge necessary to slowly arrest our Tennessee whiskey through 10 summers. We think you'll agree it was worth the wait. So, super excited to try this one with y'all here today. Let's get the bottle pop and get the nosing straight out of the bottle. All right, here we go. Everybody's favorite part of my channel, nosing. Ooh, you can smell it before you even get to the nose there, and it smells delicious. It's like a candied butterscotch with some wood in there. Candied butterscotch, some stone fruits, and wood is what I'm getting. Let's go ahead and pour it into the glass and try it out today. Normally, Jack Daniel's has that quite banana-y flavor profile that you don't necessarily get out of a lot of other whiskeys or bourbons or whatever you want to call this stuff. So I'm very excited to try it here with y'all today. Hey, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe on the channel. Absolutely free for you, means a lot for me. And if you want to catch all these videos early, get your name on the beginning intro of the video there, consider hitting the join button down below. It's only $2. Okay, nosing straight out of the glass. Really nice color on this one too. I think that's coming through on the video quite nicely. Very nice color here on this Jack 10. Almost drank it there because I was so excited about it for a second. So out of the glass, you still get the butterscotch, you still get the woody notes, but you get a lot more of those stone fruits on there. Maybe a hint of that Jack Daniel's banana creme brulee crumble type thing. But you definitely get a nice aged oak like overtone behind all those sweet notes, which is really, really nice on this one. If I remember the Jack 12 correctly, it was one of my top 5 of last year, and I think the only reason it didn't win, honestly, was because it couldn't hang with my palate with some of the higher proofers. This one smells absolutely amazing coming out of the glass, though, here, this Jack 10. I mean, if it can live up to anything like the Jack 12 was that I own, then this will be a really special pour. I have had the Jack 10 and 12 next to each other twice, and every time I did that, I liked the 12 a lot more, blind, but we'll see today what I think about this one just by itself. All right, smells really, really good. I'm excited to try it. Cheers, everybody. Woody butterscotch. Woody butterscotch is definitely the first notes that hit my palate there. You kind of hit it with that like woodiness first, which is kind of strange because normally I don't get the wood first. I normally taste like the sweetness level first, but this time it felt like it was wood forward, but not the bad bittery wood that you can get out of a lot of bottles. This one's nice. Yeah, you kind of get that wood up front, and then it transitions into those butterscotch notes, and the butterscotch does coat the tongue a little bit. It does leave you a little bit of viscosity, nothing crazy, nothing huge, but it does coat your tongue a little bit with that almost like a butterscotch. It does have some kind of fruit in there. I'm not really getting that banana that you normally get out of Jack Daniel's. There was some of that banana on the nose, but I'm not really getting it on the taste at all, which is interesting because I normally get that a little bit somewhere in there. Maybe on this one it's just going to be on the nose, but there is some kind of fruit in there. Oh, that's really good though. The longer I hold it in my mouth, it feels like better it gets for some reason. A lot of times, the longer I hold it in, they might start to burn a little bit too much and kind of take away from some of the flavor notes. But maybe this one being only 97 proof kind of helps it a little bit, holding it in the mouth longer and getting those notes to last. It does have a little bit of like a grungy, dirty quality to it. Like, not in a bad way, but like if you had, say it was like a fresh stone fruit and it had been like, it like fell on the ground or something and it was, just ripe off the vine. It still kind of had that like viney grittiness, that kind of dirtiness to it a little bit. It's kind of got that note going for it somewhere in the background there. Maybe a hint of like a graham cracker in there too, behind that butterscotch. Just a hint of a graham cracker in the background there is some kind of spice in there. I always go to cinnamon. I feel like that's like the main spice that I always pick out. But in this one, it's maybe like just a hint of a dry cinnamon in the background. If you understand what that means, or what I mean by dry cinnamon. It's all cinnamon. It's dry in here. You know what I mean. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. I think I'm going to go ahead and rate this thing on the tier system now. Check it out. Here it is. Tier system. This is how I rate everything here on the channel if you're new or if you haven't seen me before. So it's very similar to a number style system where S tier is absolute best you can get. A is freaking amazing. B is really, really good. C is like your run of the mill, not bad, not great, but still pretty good. D is you're starting to question why you ever bought this and how are you going to get rid of it. Are you going to put it in a mixed drinks perhaps? And everything below that is straight trash. So that's how I'm going to rate it today. Let's do one more sip before ranking it on the tier system. Well, that one was a super creamy butterscotch one I got on that one. Okay, here we go. Jack 10. This is batch 3. This is batch 3, which I didn't even realize they were past batch 2 until I actually picked this one up and looked at the batch and it said batch 3 on it. I was like, oh, I thought we were only at 2, but apparently we're at 3 for Jack 10. I think we're only at 2 for Jack 12 and soon Jack 14, which is probably going to be impossible to get your hands on once it comes out. But yes, batch 3 of the Jack 10. On the tier system, it's officially going to go. I think my main gripe with it is it doesn't last a long time. The finish isn't overly long. You get more flavor longer if you hold it in your mouth longer with this one, which is a new one for me. So I think for me, it's probably close between an A and a B, but I think I'm going to put it on the B tier. Probably lower than I was expecting to put the Jack 10. The Jack 12 I know was either right on the cusp of S tier or was S tier when I did that one for batch 1. But this one, I think I'm going to go very top of B tier, like borderline A. And to be fair, I did just pop this one before I filmed the video today. So it didn't let any air or anything hit it. I'll have to come back to it in a couple weeks, see if anything's changed, see if I like it better or worse after that. But for now, my first impressions of the Jack 10 Batch 3 is it's going on the B tier. So super excited. I mean, they are awesome bottles. I have no complaints about having it all, especially getting it for $99 at MSRP. The Jack 12 Batch 2 that I got for $109. So got super lucky with those. I don't think the store 100% knew what they had. And I also think there's probably more of them hitting the market than the first batch releases, just because I started looking online, and they're definitely cheaper online than they were at one point. I know in Maryland, at least, the original batches that came out were like $400 or $500 if you found them in a store. But now you can probably get it for like $180 or so online, $200 easily. And so nowhere close to where the prices they had been. But yeah, for me, it's going on the B tier today. Let me know what you think about the rating down below. Have you had the Jack 10 Batch 3? Where do you think should have gone? What tasting notes did you get? And make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'll see you for your next drink.